What's going on YouTube? Brand new Modern Warfare 2 video. Today we're talking about the camo challenges. Yes, so there's tons of leaks in the last few weeks. People were able to go into the firing range and the created class within console of the campaign menu and whatnot. But finally we have actual confirmed information about this year's camos. Now, unlike every other YouTuber out there, I will not be reading word for word exactly what the post says, but rather we'll go into this and actually talk about what it takes to actually unlock the weapon mastery camo for this year called Orion Camo. So right off the bat, I think it's important to note that this blog post that I'll link down in the description below contains a ton of information about the launch progression of Modern Warfare 2 once it's released here on the 28th. And personally, as a huge camo grinder myself, there's tons of information about this year's camo grind. And actually, I'm really looking forward to this. They kind of overhauled it. They changed it up. It's a little bit different than previous Call of Duties. It's not just a copy and paste. And so with that being said, let's get into it. Starting off, I really want to jump into the RPGs, the knife, the crossbow, all the weapons that don't have attachments, because that one is very straightforward. So each weapon, all 51 weapons at launch, assault rifles, SMGs, everything, they're going to have their base weapon camos. So this is going to be the fall camos that we're seeing from Modern Warfare 2009 come back into the game. I'm really pumped for. We all know the fall camos. This is the solid colors that we saw as like the leaks. I don't want to throw up any screenshots and get DMCA'd, but if you guys saw the videos from earlier this week after the campaign released, you guys know what I'm talking about. They're literally just solid colored camos, which I'm really pumped for. It's like neon blue and pink and orange and whatnot. Really pumped for those. Regardless, those are all base weapon camos. That's what it is called, base weapon camos. So the non-attachment weapons, RPG, knife, crossbow, etc., those will all have one challenge to unlock the base weapon camo. So more than likely it'll be, get X amount of kills with this weapon, right? Obviously, there's not too much customization. There's not much you can do in terms of creating a challenge. Now, similar to previous Call of Duties, you unlock more base weapon camo sets and collections as you rank up the weapon, right? So in this case, as they described here about the M4, right, they lined up 4 different challenges and you unlock them at different levels. So obviously the first one says get X amount of kills with the M4, unlock the blank camo, and then at level 7 you unlock the challenge that says get X amount of kills with the M4 without reloading. Then at level 13, double kills with the M4, triple kills with the M4 at level 20, and so on. Those are the 4 base camos. So that is across the board, all 51 weapons at launch that can have attachments and actually be customized, minus the RPGs, knives, and riot shields and crossbows and whatnot, will have 4 levels for their base camo sets. Once the 4 base camo challenges are complete, then you unlock the gold challenge. So again, in this example, they're using the M4. I think the gold look so clean this year. I am so excited to get this gold. Previous Call of Duties have had some gold camos, but this one actually looks shiny. It actually looks like it will reflect the sun. I'm really pumped to get this gold camo if I'm being completely honest. But anyway, diving into this, right? And it will say the gold camo challenge is usually getting a certain number of kills, maybe 2 or 3, a certain number of times. So I'm assuming it's gold, right? Like gold's gonna be a mastery camo, obviously, I mentioned. This is gonna require a grind. So it gets 2 or 3 kills with the weapon X amount of times. What is that X number? I have no idea. I'm assuming it's gonna be probably 100, 150, probably upwards of that. The reason why I think that too is if you look at Modern Warfare 2019, right? They had all those extra camo challenges for the obsidian camos, and those were very similar. Get 15 kills in a match, 50 times, and get 5 kill streak 100 times, right? That is going to be what this is for the gold camo for these weapons. So should be very straightforward, should be very easy. Yes, you need to complete all 4 challenges previous for the base weapon camos, but once you do that, you get this gold challenge unlocked. After that, you then move on to step 3. So the platinum camo, you can see on screen right here, it's also very nice, very clean. Reminds me of the Modern Warfare 2019, but just a little bit lighter in my own opinion. But this one's very straightforward as well. So just like Modern Warfare 2019, Vanguard, Cold War, whatever it may be, this one you have to get gold for a certain amount of weapons in a specific class. And the reason why it's worded like that, they made sure to note this, is let's say, it requires 10 ARs gold to unlock the camo challenge to get the ARs platinum, right? and then they come out in the battle pass with an extra AR weapon, right? You can get that one gold, and then you don't have to get one of the launch ARs gold in order to unlock platinum. So again, they're going to give you X amount of ARs in this case. Let's just say that X amount of ARs gold to unlock the platinum challenge to get platinum for those ARs. So what those challenges are, those have not been released yet, but very straightforward in terms of understanding how that camo works. Step 4, my favorite camo in this game that was leaked so far, the Polyatomic Camo. This thing is a beauty. It reminds you of the dark matter. Looks like a little bit of a shattered ice kind of look. I don't know. It looks really sweet. And in my opinion, looks better than Orion, but we'll dive into that here in just a second. So to unlock Polyatomic Camo Challenges, not the camo itself, but the challenges to unlock this, you have to get 51 weapons platinum. So in a way, this seems like the Mastery Camo from other Call of Duties, Atomic, Damascus, Dark Matter, right? Once you unlock the certain number of weapons gold, you know, in all the classes, you get the Mastery Camo. In a very similar sense, that is how you unlock Polyatomic Camo Challenges. Once the challenge is unlocked, you can go in and actually unlock the actual camo for the gun by doing the challenge. The challenge has not been disclosed so far, so that will remain a mystery. It does say that the challenge is different for each set of weapons. So for example, to get Polyatomic on an RPG, that challenge is going to be different than trying to get Polyatomic on an AR or an SMG or a sniper, etc. So really excited to see what these kind of challenges are, how long it's going to take. This one is just so crazy to me. This camo looks so nice and so clean. Moving on. So the ultimate Mastery Camo is the Orion Camo. You unlock Orion Camo once you go back and get all 51 weapons Polyatomic. So like I said, you go through the golds and then you get the platinums. Once you get platinum on 51 weapons, that unlocks the Polyatomic Camo for all 51 weapons. And so you go back and get 51 Polyatomic Camos on each weapon, right? And that will unlock this Orion Camo. So I want to say this Orion Camo is animated or whatnot. I'm not like a huge fan of it if it's just static like that. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if they make that animated, because obviously a Mastery Camo and it requires a ton of work. So that one's going to be the real kind of bragging right, if you will, right? You see someone running this in Warzone 2 or in, hopefully there's a Rebirth Island mode. You know, one can hope, right? And you're going to see this and you're like, okay, this guy's legit. And again, they designed these camos to be a lot easier to unlock and a lot more specifically unlocked in the case of, I want my M4 to be Orion Camo, right? It makes it a little bit easier to kind of get that gold, platinum, and progress through the Mastery Camos. So I still think there's going to be a lot of people that are using unlocked tools and whatnot. We'll see that in Warzone 2, yada, yada, yada. But overall, these camos look so cool. I'm really excited about how they actually overhaul the entire system. And they changed it up, so it's still absolutely grind. No one is debating that. But for me, I'm really excited to get cracking on this. One other thing I definitely want to mention too, because this was a huge part in Modern Warfare 2019 that we kind of saw fell to the wayside in Vanguard and Cold War, and that is Weapon Mastery. The Weapon Mastery presents to you a bunch of different challenges to really master the weapon. So you unlock this after you unlock Gold, Platinum, Polyatomic, and Orion on a weapon, right? You'll see on screen right here, there's a bunch of different challenges, and you can unlock calling cards, emblems, and then ultimately at the very end of it, a weapon charm. So the challenges are pretty straightforward. Those don't look too challenging. It just looks very grindy, and it looks like it's going to take a lot of time. So that should be interesting to see how that kind of plays out. But still, it'd be very cool to rock emblems and weapon charms of your favorite weapon and kind of show that off in game. So overall, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below of the new camo and the new Mastery Camo grind and the new way it's outlined. I'm really curious as to your guys' thoughts about that. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be grinding out tons of Modern Warfare 2 camo as the game is released, and you know, season 1 comes 20 days after release, etc. With that being said, top box is that previous video like always, and that bottom box is a mystery video just like always. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Have a great day.